Okay, hey everybody, welcome. This is Vandalia1998 and
Shnick1990 here. I did not have to introduce myself, sorry.
it's cool. And we are I'm trying out a new Let's Play over on my channel this time, and Shnick is helping me. And we are
Yep, I
playing
am.
the game that not really started at all, but really it did start it all. It started the revolution of games from Kingdom Hearts to Final Fantasy VII, The Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana, and a whole bunch of other things. And that game...
Like Parasite Eve, Front Mission, Chrono Trigger, the merger with Enix, all the likes.
And that game is the original Final Fantasy.
Oh, and the merger of Eidos.
So, do you know the story? Do you know the story of the Final Fantasy?
I know it's like the most basic out of all of them. Like, it's basically just 4 heroes going to stop a big bad guy.
That's true. I meant the story behind the...
But behind how it got created?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically what happened was Square was like an RPG maker back in like the 80s, but then they weren't doing all that well for themselves, and like they had exhausted their budget. They were like facing bankruptcy or something, so they decided to go out. They had enough money for one more game, so they decided to go out with a bang. The game was called Final Fantasy because they believed it was going to be their last game. And to their surprise, the game was a monster hit in Japan, to the point where it even got localized in the States. I don't know if Europe got it, but I know the States definitely got it. And the series took off, and they started doing a bunch of other stuff too.
So I'm going to name 2 characters. I have names picked out for the fighter and the black belt, but you can name 2. I can't think of the other 2 names. You can name if you want to.
Okay, what, you're just doing those 4?
Well, no, I'm doing a red mage and a white mage.
Oh, so you're replacing the thief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fighter.
So who are you naming the fighter and the black belt?
Huh. Well, the fighter is an old friend of ours named S.O.R.
Oh.
What do you want the red mage to be named?
The red mage. What's the red mage do?
He can fight. He can use white and black magic.
Both white and black magic?
Yeah. 4-letter name.
4 letters. Huh. Both white and black magic. Do I know anyone who could do that? Do you know?
No.
No, wait, what's the red mage look like again?
If I can go back.
You can't go back?
I can't, don't know how.
Okay, hang on.
See it.
Okay, I see. Wait a sec. Alright, so it's a red feathered hat. But it's only 4 letters we can enter.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm about to say Hook after Captain Hook, but then he's a bad guy, so I don't know if you want to do that. Based on what he looks like, but hang on.
Okay.
So both white and black magic.
And he's a sword too.
And a sword. I would suggest Alucard, but you can only do 4 letters.
I think in future, I'm not sure if they picked that in future versions of this game, but in the original,
I think they did. Like, I think I have Final Fantasy Origins on the PS1 over PSN, And I think they let you add in more letters. Well, it's because like the limited memory on the NES, probably.
Yeah.
You know, I would say Link, but he's not green.
You want named after yourself?
Why?
I don't know.
Who you plan to name the other two?
Well, the fighter. I'm gonna. It's a fighter that I know from TV series.
Who you name? What's the name?
Oh, to tell you?
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you later, but okay. Goku.
Oh, okay. And then you're also having a white mage, right?
Yeah, that was your turn. I was gonna let you name the.
I mean, well, I know who to name the white mage, but it's just this red mage. Oh my god. Let me see. Red mage names. Wait, they use a sword and they have a hat, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What was another Final Fantasy character that had a 4-letter name?
Probably. I can't remember.
I mean, like, what? Jeez. I'm holding up your video because I'm not good at names. So, you know what? Just randomly think of one.
Well, screw it. Since we're doing that one thing, we might as well give him calling his friend.
You know what? He has silver hair, so you know what? It kind of makes sense. See?
Yeah.
I just hope it's not a woman.
Well, he has long hair too, so it's and the game we're playing now over on your channel. It's recording.
Yeah.
When I'm recording, at least, or I'm playing too.
Yeah. I held up your video for like 5 minutes because I couldn't think of anything. I'm not good with names.
Yeah. You said you got a white mage name ready to go?
Yeah, I have a white mage name. Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
Yuna?
Yeah. Why? That's why I called the white mage when I played Final Fantasy 1 briefly.
Why?
U N A.
Sora, Riku, Goku, and Yuna. What?
Okay, on the topic of Final Fantasy, I've played all the mainline games with the exception of the MMOs 11 and 14. Out of the 12 that I've played, because 15's not out yet, which I've only beaten 3 of them. Guess which 3 I have beaten.
4, 7, and 9.
You got one of them correct. The correct one is 7. For the longest time, it was the only Final Fantasy game I had ever beaten. Because one really bad habit I had with the Final Fantasy games is I tended to... Well, that's because I played a lot of them before I even graduated high school, and I was a lot more impatient back then. I just wanted to know what happened in the story, so I would just rush through, like, not even battle, and as a result, I was too weak to, like, take on some, like, the later bosses. So, there were some games like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy IV, and Final Fantasy VI where I got quite far into the game, but I had to quit. I kid you not. I went through the majority of Final Fantasy VIII without using the junction system properly. Because I had no idea you had to collect like 100 magic spells in order to be able to make your junctions work. So I just went through the whole game just using summons.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played that many games myself. Go on.
Yeah, you haven't played many of them?
Yeah, I've only played this. I've only played this one. I've played 7. I played some of 12, and I played 11.
Huh. What about 14? You haven't?
Not yet.
Okay, because 14's like the new 11, but
it's an online game. I haven't really.
It's on PS4, so
I'm gonna check it out. It's an online game. I really like playing an online game unless I have someone to play it with, because it's
okay.
Because it's boring. It's boring.
Honestly, I would get it if they didn't make you pay a subscription, but
yeah, the subscription I don't mind that much. I just don't. I like playing it less. You know, I'm playing with somebody, because online games can get boring after a while.
Well, I never played 11, and I never played 14, and because you need to get a subscription for them, I don't really have interest in doing it. I don't know, I just don't like subscription-based games, because eventually they're going to shut down, and then, like, what's all that money going towards?
Because that's when you cancel it, you get bored with it.
Yeah, well, I've played MMOs, I'm not much of an MMO person. I play DC Universe Online, but that's because it's free. I mean, sure, they offer like premium subscriptions to give you more features, but generally the base game is intact. So
yeah, well, here we all can't learn magic right now if we don't have the money. But of course, we gotta get cured for the white mage.
Of course, but you know what?
And we're gonna get.
Have you ever played DC Universe Online?
I haven't played it, but I downloaded it.
Yeah, it is free. You should consider playing it. You can play that with me if you want. I made both a hero character and a villain character. My villain character, I made look like a guy right out of the Matrix. He's complete with like flight and everything, flight and super speed. Even though I haven't even seen the Matrix.
Well, we gotta get 300 more gold to get the other 3 spells we need. And to do that, we've got to fight. But we'll do that in the next part.
Yep.
So, stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of the Final Fantasy 1 Let's Play walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.